Hi, Kajabi's just released some exciting new features as part of their Kajabi Evolve rollout. As part of this rollout, you can now create cohort courses if you're on the new Growth or Pro plans in Kajabi. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at what are cohort courses, are they right for your business, and exactly how to create them in Kajabi. So, hi, I'm Lynn, a Kajabi specialist and partner who's helped hundreds of creators just like you make more money and sales in Kajabi. So, what are cohort courses? Cohort courses are basically where a group of students start your course at the same time. They follow a set schedule, so they start on the same day. They'll follow the same schedule, whether that's over a number of days, weeks, or months. And basically, they'll progress through the course together. And it often includes live sessions. So, with this introduction of cohort courses, Kajabi have introduced the ability to include live sessions within these courses. Now, why should you be looking at doing a cohort course as to perhaps an evergreen course, which is much more passive? People will, go through the courses at their own time, and generally they'll be pre-recorded. Well, just take a look at the completion rates. So, according to Kajabi, cohort courses have a 70% completion rate. Now, that's compared to evergreen courses, which are typically around sort of 5 to 15%. So quite a significant difference in completion rates. So a lot of reasons why you should be looking at cohort courses as an option. I mean, most notably, obviously, completion rates are significantly different between evergreen and cohort courses. So let's go into Kajabi now and let's just have a look at how to set them up in Kajabi. So from your courses, from the dashboard, if you go into courses, we're just going to click on new course. And then you'll get the option, obviously, to select an evergreen course or cohorts. We're going to click on cohorts and then click next. Now, there's two ways of doing it. You can take, if you've got an existing evergreen course, you can import that and turn it into a cohort course, or you can start from scratch. Now, I've got an evergreen course that I'm just going to use for this demo. So we're going to click on import existing course. We're going to select the course, and then we're going to decide the date that we want our students to actually start the course. So let's put the 6th of October, and then we're going to click next. And then all the standard features, so you can just obviously customize it with your branding, etc. Accent colors and so on. And then you can add in a thumbnail image. Let's see if I've got, let's just select this for now. And then once you've done that, go ahead and click next. Okay, so we're just going to skip. You can obviously price your course, whether you want it free or paid. I'm just going to skip that for now. And then we can see now, because I'm importing a course, an existing course, so this is my course outline one in Kajabi, it will take a minute or two to actually generate. So what it's going to do is import all the modules and the lessons from that existing course. Let's just refresh. There we go. Okay, so you can see now underneath it has cohort course. So let's go into the actual course itself, and then we'll be able to see that I've imported the modules and the lessons. Now you can see it's created a cohort 1, which starts on the 6th of October. Now you can create multiple cohorts. So if you're going to run this course, for example, on a monthly basis, you can have one cohort for October, November, December, and so on. And this only counts for one product allocation in Kajabi. So you can create basically as many cohorts as you like, and it won't count towards your product allocation. So let's go into the cohort itself. And you'll see across the top, it's very much the standard course outline and customization. It's imported all my modules and lessons. And then you'll also see now that it incorporates live sessions. So my welcome, I'm just going to keep as published because I want people to access the first module as soon as they purchase the course. And then I'm going to go through subsequent modules and I'm going to set a start date for them. So instead of published, we're going to click on drip and we're going to give that a module start date. So I'm going to do it for the following week. So we're going to select the 13th of October and so on. And then my next, so I'm going to do this on a weekly basis, but obviously the good thing about cohort courses is that you can set your schedule according to how you want to teach the course. Okay, and then we can just go on and look at each module and set the date. Okay, so I've now got dates for these. Okay, so as I say, we have scheduled the dates for each. Let's take a look at the actual live sessions. So I'm going to include a live session for every module I teach. So it would be an opportunity perhaps for Q&As or to go through the lesson again. So number of different features. Obviously, you can give it a title, a description. You can add any downloads, any useful PDFs, agenda items, so particular topics that you might want to discuss in this live session. Usual customization, you can add thumbnails, etc. And then you can obviously set a date that you want the live session to go ahead. So let's just add in a date here and click schedule. Okay. Now you can, okay, as I say, agenda items and so on. Okay, so I've now scheduled that session. Once it has been marked as complete, what it will do, which is a really, really useful feature, is that it will automatically upload that recording into your course, which will obviously save you from a lot of manual work previously where we had to manually upload those live sessions. So that's the live session feature. If we go back, customers, obviously, if it's paid, you would be creating your offer. As per the Evergreen courses, you can obviously create certificates. Let's just take a look at the customization. So, okay, so you can select a number of different templates with this, or you can upload your own template as well. So let's just select this one. Just installing the new theme. Okay, so we've added in that new template. And then we could go ahead and customize it. So there's some new features with this customization. So if we click up to product, you'll see the addition now of live session, which we've just gone through, and how to customize those live sessions, how to schedule it, and so on. Okay, so you can see this is what it looks like from a customer perspective. So you can go ahead and, make updates to the header, naming conventions. Again, there's your agenda, downloads if you want to add any downloads to your live sessions. And then you can also add in new sections, so much more customizable. Let's just click on live session. So your downloads, you can add additional blocks. What is a really good feature with this is it's much easier now to cross-sell across all your products and your services in Kajabi. So we've now got the block cross-sell, where you can select one of your other offers. So perhaps a one-to-one coaching call, and you can include that into your cohort course as well. So let's just select one of mine and then click save. And then if we preview it, you'll see now um, they've also now got the option to purchase a site audit as well. And you can add in multiple cross sells as well. So yeah, really customizable and yeah, really loving the cross sell option. So that's the live session. If we go back to the product itself, so really just the main other one to point out here is perhaps the community widget. So you can much easier now to link it. If you've got a community, it's much easier now to link your course with your community. So just toggle on and up, you can select. Now I don't have community for this, but you would have your option to select your communities in this drop down. So let's come back out there and let's just finish by taking a look at the settings. Okay, so again, you can give your cohort a title. Instead of cohort 1, you might want to call it October intake in this instance. You've also got the option to toggle on if you want to add in a paywall for your course, you can toggle that on. Scheduling tools, you can obviously use the Kajabi scheduler, which is a really nice feature. Or if you want to do a manual, you can link it to, for example, your Zoom account as well. Select a duration for this video, and then your recording. So if you've got this toggled on, it will automatically upload your live recordings into your course. And again, lastly, as we've just gone over, you can also enable, if you've got a linked community, you can enable that for your course as well. So these are just some of the features with the cohort option. So it is a really nice option. You can, as I say, you can create multiple cohorts. So I can go in, click on new cohort, and just create, a second cohort. So if I had a November intake, for example, I could create that. I could automatically create a new offer for this account, but I'm just going to select free and then click a start date. So let's select November and then click add cohort. Okay. So as I say, you can create multiple cohorts and this doesn't count towards your product allowance in Kajabi. So that's the key features. Is it worth doing for your business? You'll need to make a decision depending on your business itself. Just a couple of things to think about when it comes to cohort courses. Firstly, you will need to be on the new growth or pro plans in order to set up a cohort course. At the moment, there's no automatic emails that get sent out for live sessions, so that's something to bear in mind. Although I am absolutely sure that this will be a feature that will be in the pipeline for Kajabi. Think about is it worth upgrading? Personally, I wouldn't upgrade if you were just starting out on your Kajabi journey, you were just introducing a new course, so you were testing out, you were maybe in beta, you wanted to see what the reaction was, probably not worth upgrading at this stage. And also if you much prefer passive courses, if you're keen to do evergreen courses where you pre-record all the content and then just let it run with an open-ended date so that people can join at any time. Cohort courses are not for you, and that you're not particularly keen on sort of having the live session element of it. You much prefer pre-recorded, then I probably wouldn't recommend upgrading. The other thing to have a think about as well is, as I say, you need to be on the new Growth or Pro plan and the cost element as well. So there will be a charge for third-party providers with the upgrade, with Kajabi's upgrade to the Growth and Pro plan. So that's something to factor in. But overall, really great feature, great addition to Kajabi, and yeah, particularly when you look at the completion rates for cohort courses as opposed to evergreen courses. It's a really good way to engage your audience. So I hope you find that video useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. A number more videos coming out on all the new features that Kajabi have released.